Hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's Tuesday. It's time to grab a nice, warm, cozy drink and come chat with me about books. Why does this camera look so weird today? Okay. I don't know why I feel like it's extreme close up today. I don't like it. This is normally where I put it. I don't. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. Again already? I don't know. It is apparently like Black Cat Appreciation Day or something like that, so I got my black cat mug. My black cat is sleeping in the kitchen, hoping that if she stays really close to her food bowl, that it'll fill itself up at some point. Really, really early for her to be eating, so no. I'm sure she'll join us at some point. She always does. Maybe not. I think she's really tired. So yeah, so come grab a drink and tell me what you are reading, what you read since the last time we had a chat. Anything that you are really loving, really not loving, anything that you're looking forward to. Um, I love hearing about what everyone is looking forward to. Just enjoying my drink. So today I made salted caramel hot chocolate just from a mix. And I put on top of it, I don't think you can see. First of all, it's like all melted. And second of all, I've gotten pretty far down in the mug there, but I made homemade chocolate whipped cream. Last week I needed heavy cream for the pasta carbonara that I made for book hooks last week. And I was like, what am I going to do now with this heavy cream? So I decided today to put whipped cream on top of my hot chocolate. So I just took some heavy cream and a little bit of vanilla and probably about a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, and I whipped it up until it turned into whipped cream, and I put it right on top of my hot chocolate, and it was delicious. It still is delicious. It's still in here. It's very good. It's very good. I'm gonna have like a milk mustache. Okay. um. So I didn't really read anything this week. Gonna be honest. I still have on my night table the one and only Bob. I have In a Holidays by Christina Lauren in my tote bag. I have a book that a friend of mine wants to read together for like a mini book club that I have not even touched. So sorry to my friend that I haven't even touched it after I said we could read it together. um, Instead, I just did a lot of like watching the Great British Baking Show. I didn't realize that first of all there's like a current season right now, but I knew that. And I was like, okay, I'll watch that. And then I realized that there were two other seasons that I had totally missed. So I was watching that and I did a Halloween puzzle. So I did other self-care relaxing things over the past week. I did the puzzle mostly over the weekend. I can show you a picture of it. It's really cute. Um, where is it? I mean, there's a glare on it, but oh, stop twisting! Don't twist. There it is. It's a really cute puzzle. It was 1,000 pieces. It's got trick-or-treaters, and it's got monsters and witches and bats and a haunted house, like all of the things that I really like. And I just thought it was really cute, and it was not really challenging. It was very enjoyable, actually. So that was kind of what I did instead of much reading. Trying to see if there's anything else. No. No. Anyway, there are some new releases this week that some of you may be looking forward to. I'm not sure Um, if the ebooks haven't been released yet, or if we're still processing them to be put on Libby. Oh, she's coming. She's coming. Um, the individual libraries don't, I mean, we do, um, put books on to Libby. We usually leave that to like the larger consortium, although every now and then we'll get a request for a book, or we know a book is really popular, and Laura and I will put that on our Libby that like our patrons can get, which is really nice. But there are a couple that were not on Libby when I checked earlier in the day, but they'll probably show up at some point later this week, I'm sure. Um, Let me see. I have my list. As always, I have my Libby list. Yes, I told everybody that you'd be coming for Black Cat Day. She is displeased. It's Black Cat Day, so you have to make an appearance. Yeah. Can you hear her? I don't know if you can hear her. She's gonna come up and she's gonna jump on the remote. I was watching the Great British Baking Show while I was having dinner. There she is. And if she steps on the remote, it's gonna start playing again. But she's here. Oh, she's here. She's yawning. She keeps being like just out of frame. There's my messy coffee table. Come on, where are you? She's just out of frame, this little one. Thank you for joining us, Licorice. Okay, so now that Licorice is here, we can definitely get started. Let me do some of the ones, but don't sit on the computer. This is the struggle. All right, let's see. This one that is on there's a new Jack Reacher book, Lee Child, Andrew Child. This is called The Sentinel. There it is. Oh, you can see my TV. It's on its screensaver. Very relaxing. Can you not sit on this? Because you're going to press buttons. Move it over. And she gets so upset. This is her new thing right now is in the middle of the night, she'll start licking me and grooming me. And then I'll start like hiding my arms and my hands, and she gets really upset. But you know, at like 3 in the morning, I don't need a bath. I don't need a bath. This one is a long time coming. I know so many people are going to be looking forward to this one. Fanny Flagg, who wrote Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe, has now released The Wonder Boy of Whistle Stop. So we've got another great sequel. Yeah, she's purring. I don't know if you can hear her. Extra sound effects. Let's see. Okay. A heartwarming novel about secrets of youth rediscovered, hometown memories, and the magical moments in ordinary lives from the beloved author of Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe. Thank you. I'm getting a bath right now. Bud Threadgood grew up in the bustling little railroad town of Whistle Stop with his mother Ruth, church-going and proper, and his Aunt Idgie, a fun-loving hellraiser. Together, they ran the town's popular Whistle Stop Cafe, known far and wide for its fun and famous fried green tomatoes. As Bud often said of his childhood to his daughter Ruthie, how lucky can you get? But sadly, as the railroad yards shut down and Whistle Stop became a ghost town, nothing was left but boarded up buildings and memories of a happier time. Then, one day, Bud decides to take one last trip just to see what has become of his beloved Whistle Stop. In doing so, he discovers new friends as well as surprises about Idgie's life, about Ninny Threadgood, and other beloved Fanny Flagg characters, and about the town itself. He also sets off a series of events, both touching and inspiring, which change his life and the lives of his daughter and many others. Could these events all be just coincidence or something else? And can you really go home again? That sounds really nice, and I know a lot of people will be looking forward to that. Okay, we're going to have to rearrange. We're pressing the buttons and covering the microphone. I'm sure you can probably hear her purring right into it. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna rearrange, okay? Thank you. All right, what's next? This one has gotten actually a lot of buzz. It's on a bunch of lists. We were talking about this, I think, when we did our unboxing last week, which is posted here as well, and on Instagram. She just keeps inching closer to the laptop. Stop it. This is my coworker. But yeah, it's on a lot of lists. It's got quite a bit of buzz. This is Memorial by Brian Washington. There we go. Yeah, named a most anticipated book of the season by all of these outlets. Yeah? Okay. A funny and profound story about family in all its strange forms, joyful and hard-won vulnerability, becoming who you're supposed to be, and the limits of love. Thank you for the bath. Okay. Benson and Mike are two young guys who live together in Houston. Mike is a Japanese-American chef at a Mexican restaurant, and Benson's a black daycare teacher, and they've been together for a few years. Good years. But now they're not sure why they're still a couple. There's the sex, sure, and there's the meals Mike cooks for Benson, and, well, they love each other. But when Mike finds out about his estranged father dying in Osaka, just as his acerbic Japanese mother Mitsuko arrives in Texas for a visit, Mike picks up and flies across the world to say goodbye. In Japan, he undergoes an extraordinary transformation, discovering the truth about his family and his past. Back home, Mitsuko and Benson are stuck living together as unconventional roommates, an absurd domestic situation that ends up meaning more to each of them than they ever could have predicted. Without Mike's immediate pull, Benson begins to push outwards, realizing he might just know what he wants out of life and have the goods to get it. Both men will change in ways that will either make them stronger together or fracture everything they've ever known. And just maybe they'll all be okay in the end. So yeah, it's gotten so much buzz. The reviews for it were really good. And a lot of people seem to be very excited about it. So that's Memorial by Brian Washington. Those are the ones that are on Libby, but there are a couple that I have up on my screen from our book catalog. Thanks. Okay. Rolling across the laptop. There are a couple that I have in my book catalog from where we order our books that came out today. There's a new Sophie Kinsella that came out today. Super popular as always, right? It's called Love Your Life. Let's see where the description is. Yes, thank you. Okay. Call Ava romantic, but she thinks love should be found in the real world, not on apps that filter men by height, job, or astrological sign. She believes in feelings, not algorithms. Legit. So after her recent breakup and dating app debacle, she decides to put love on hold and escapes to a remote writer's retreat in coastal Italy. That sounds nice. She's determined to finish writing the novel she's been fantasizing about, even though it means leaving her close-knit group of friends and her precious dog Harold behind. At the retreat, she's not allowed to use her real name or reveal any personal information. When the neighboring martial arts retreat is canceled and a few of its attendees join their small writing community, Ava, now going by Aria, meets Dutch, a man who seems too good to be true. The two embark on a baggage-free whirlwind love affair, cliff-jumping into gem-colored Mediterranean waters and exploring the splendor of the Italian coast. Things seem to be perfect for Aria and Dutch. But then their real identities, Ava and Matt, must return to London. As their fantasy starts to fade, they discover just how different their personal worlds are. From food choices to annoying habits to sauna etiquette, interesting, are they compatible in anything? And then there's the prickly situation with Matt's ex-girlfriend, who isn't too eager to let him go. As one mishap follows another, it seems while they love each other, they just can't love each other's lives. Can they reconcile their differences to find one life together? So that sounds nice. That sounds like a good um, contemporary romance, but also just another one of those really, not like another one, they're not all the same, but it's kind of like a common theme, I feel like, recently, where you kind of learn to appreciate your life and you take risks that benefit you, and it's all about you. It's all about uh, cementing in stone who you are, which is a really nice theme. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, Karen Kingsbury has a new book. It's called Truly Madly Deeply. Um, I know the last one that was released, Someone Like You, was really popular. Yes, hello. When 18-year-old Tommy Baxter declares to his family that he wants to be a police officer after graduation, his mother Reagan won't hear of it. After all, she's still mourning the death of her own father on September 11th, and she's determined to keep her son safe from danger. But Tommy's father, Luke, is proud of Tommy's decision. He would make a kind and compassionate cop. Okay. Meanwhile, Tommy is in love for the first time. His sweet relationship with Annalee Miller is almost too good to be true. Tommy begins seriously thinking about the far-off day when he can ask her to marry him, but she hasn't been feeling well. Tests reveal the unthinkable. While his girlfriend begins the fight of her life, Tommy is driven to learn more about the circumstances surrounding his birth and the grandfather he never knew. Secrets come to light that rock Tommy's world, and he becomes determined to spend his future fighting crime and bringing peace to the streets. Or is this just his way to fight a battle he cannot win, the one facing Annalee? Romance, family drama. The only way to live with passion is truly, madly, deeply. So there's that one. And those books always have like a really, really high demand. Thank you. One of the interesting things that we can see when we're ordering books, so not only do we order our books based off of reviews, we also, of course, the bestseller lists, word of mouth. If something has a really hot New York Times book review, we'll usually consider it for our collection. But we also, when I'm reading reviews, there's something on our book ordering catalog. Please don't press the buttons. She wants me to rub her belly, but in doing so, she's flipping over the whole computer. Thank you. That it actually can tell us what the demand is, like the past 30 days, so you can see, is something going to be really popular, or is something kind of or is nobody looking for it at all, which is a really cool way for us to kind of see like a book's forecast and how it's going to go. It's one of the interesting things about what we do is figuring out what is everybody going to want to read. It's so hard to figure out, right? Let's see. Yeah. This one has also been getting some buzz, some press. Yes, another most anticipated book by several news outlets, including New York Times Book Review, Wall Street Journal, Time, Newsday, Vogue, People. It's called The Cold Millions. It's by Jess Walter. Thanks for, yes, okay. I'm just trying to stop her from pressing the buttons. This is an intimate story of brotherhood, love, sacrifice, and betrayal set against the panoramic backdrop of the early 20th century America that eerily echoes our own time. The Cold Millions offers a kaleidoscopic portrait of a nation grappling with the chasm between rich and poor, between harsh realities and simple dreams. The Dolans live by their wits, jumping freight trains and lining up for a day of work at crooked job agencies. While 16-year-old Rye yearns for a steady job and a home, his older brother Gig dreams of a better world. Fighting alongside other union men for fair pay and decent treatment. Enter Ursula the Great, a vaudeville singer who performs with a live cougar and introduces the brothers to a far more dangerous creature, a mining magnate determined to keep his wealth and his hold on Ursula. Dubious of Gig's idealism, Rye finds himself drawn to a fearless 19-year-old activist and feminist named... Please don't do that! Stop, she's turning the light off. She has no idea what she does. And then just being a cat, she's like, what did I do? Um, a fearless 19-year-old activist and feminist named Elizabeth, but a storm is coming, threatening to overwhelm them all, and Rye will be forced to decide where he stands. Is it enough to win the occasional battle, even if you cannot win the war? Featuring an unforgettable cast of cops and tramps, suffragists and socialists, madams and murderers. It is a tour de force from a writer who has planted himself firmly in the first rank of American authors. Don't sit on the button. Okay. The last one that I have is I know every year there are lots of people who wait for the Richard Paul Evans books. This year we have the Noel letters. Um, yeah, yes. She's I don't know if you ever watch, like, if you have a cat or if you see videos of cats where they, like, very slowly start to reach out their hand, like, thinking, like, oh, you're not gonna know that I'm doing the thing you told me not to do. That's what she's doing. Yes, so that's the new Richard Paul Evans for this year is out now, and of course we have our copy. Most of these we got our copies of already. Most, if not all, I think. I don't think we got the Karen Kingsbury book, and I'm not sure about the Cold Millions. I feel like we did. It's hard to keep track of. We see so many books come in and out all the time. It's not an earthquake, it's licorice. But so if you're interested in any of these books, you know that you can call us, you can email me, you can go on to bccls.org and use the Buckles catalog to request the book. If our copy of the book is already out, which some of these really do have a high demand and they have wait lists already, they may be out, but other libraries in our system will have them, and we'll get you on the wait list and we'll get the delivery to you. So there are so many ways to continue getting new books. Don't forget to check Libby and Hoopla. If you still are not familiar with Libby and Hoopla, or you just need a little more help or want some extra tips, you can always ask me. I love helping everybody with all of that. I have a couple of videos. I can make a video for you, whatever it is, just to show you how to navigate all of these things. That is pretty much it for me tonight. Hopefully I have some time to read this week. Don't forget we have book cooks tomorrow. I'm cooking, what am I cooking? I forget. Coconut, ginger, tomato, chicken, something like that. From Alex Guarnaschelli's new book, Cook With Me. I love Alex Guarnaschelli. What an amazing chef. She's one of my favorite people to follow on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. She just talks about food all the time. It's amazing. It's what we all want, right? So I'm really excited for that. That sounds like a really delicious lunch. And we also have, especially if you have kids, we're not doing our annual haunted house this year, but we came up with the idea to do haunted display windows. So it's kind of like the New York City holiday windows, but it combines our love of doing the haunted house. And so we have the window display is from 3 to 5 every day now through Halloween. And it's on the Brook side of the library, and there's like a little surprise if you scan the QR code on the signs. There's some music for you to listen to, and it's cute. It's just a quick little story walk, but we wanted there to be something fun to do, so Miss Marie and I made a little window display. So you can go check that out. Again, that's from 3 to 5 every day this week until Halloween. So that's it. I'm continuing to get a bath. So I guess we're gonna have bath time now. And I'm gonna finish my hot cocoa and I'm gonna go relax. Hopefully I will have the energy to pick up a book. Also, that's the other thing, is that I get into bed and I kind of like pick up a book and I fall asleep with the book in my hands unopened, which has just kind of been like a theme for the past couple of weeks, I think. But we have hot cocoa, and we have cats, and we have Halloween, and we have lots of exciting, happy things, and I hope everybody out there is doing well. And that is it for me tonight. So I will see you all soon, and I wish you all happy reading and a very good night. Bye, everyone.